Hi, my name is Ryan Egley. I'm from Keokuk, Iowa, and I'm a senior here at the University of Iowa. I'll be walking in May. My major is sport and recreation management, with my certificate will be in the activities directing. Um, I don't have any previous work experience within this field before my internship this semester, so this has been a really good opportunity for me to really kind of boost my resume out there and stuff and just gain the work experience that's needed. Um, I would have to say that my dream job, probably working as a high school AD, just at a bigger school or even like a small college. And by that, I mean like your West Des Moines Valley or Southeast Polks or even something as to like your Southeastern Community College or Kirkwood, if you may. Um, my internship and field experience for the summer is also in Williamsburg, Iowa. Working with Kurt Ritchie and Jeff Landseal over there. They're a bunch of good guys. They wanted to have me back for the summer for one last hurrah, so I could come over and help them out a bit like I've been doing this semester. So that's fun. I found out about the internship through an old principal of mine, and I reached out to Mr. Ritchie, who I knew from high school. I played against him in sports and stuff, and he was always the other coach for Williamsburg whenever we played against him. And we kind of built a relationship through that and recruiting and those kinds of things. So, I mean, it was just kind of nice to reach out to him and work with someone that I know. I think the biggest skills that I've taken away, so I'm in a unique situation where I have two ADs to fall underneath, and that's Jeff and Kurt. And they're both two very different people with the same goal, and it's kind of cool to learn from both of them, because Jeff is more the organization, planning out kind of guy who, when something goes astray, it's not always the best scenario, whereas Kurt is just a get it done, let's get it over with, let's do it. And Kurt just really kind of drives forward, and Jeff kind of plans, and it just works awesome. And I really hope I could take away a little bit of both from both of them, because it's awesome the way they have it set up over there. So during this semester, I've networked with some UI students such as Kyle Mickle, who is an intern with the Cincinnati Reds this semester. I work with him in another class. And then I also network with Dr. Chad Garber, the superintendent of Williamsburg, Miss O'Connor, who is the principal over there, Jeff and Kurt Landseal, and just a good majority of the Williamsburg School District I work with pretty closely over there. So it's a pretty tight-knit community, and it's really nice to kind of learn from everyone. So I feel like my favorite experience this year was, so far, it was definitely running the track meet, the home one. Just all the setup that comes into that is insane. It kind of blew my mind to really see truly how much things happen just setting up a track meet. And just, it seems so little, but there's so much involved with it. There's so many coaches, so many events, and it's just trying to wrap your head around all of it. And just running it was more than I could have asked for from Jeff and Kurt. It was a lot of fun. I was really nervous doing it because they just kind of threw me the keys to the Gator, and they're like, all right, run the show. So that was interesting, but I survived, so that's all that matters. So I think my internship has really kind of solidified my decision as this is what I want to do with my life. I really have, athletics have been the only thing I've known growing up. And unfortunately, due to some injuries and stuff, I was unable to continue forth into my collegiate career and stuff like that. And so this is the best way that I can give back to sports that I loved, by helping kids who just want to go out and play them to have fun, by helping them reach their potentials to go out and play these sports that I love playing too. And I really feel like that's my calling in life, is just to help kids play sports, because sports are the best. They are legitimately just the greatest thing on this earth, and I can't imagine my life without them. So a few of the things that I've learned about myself this semester is I've learned that when I get frustrated, I tend to work my best. Ironically, normally people don't want to get to that point, but scheduling things in a crunch, like we had so many basketball cancellations, it got the frustrating points, I'm not going to lie. And I was able to figure out certain dates, and we made up all but like 1 or 2 of our basketball games. And that was because I wanted these kids to have the chance to compete. They practiced all year, and there was bad weather this year, and there's nothing that anyone can do about that. But it's just still trying to give them the opportunity to compete. And just finding out how hard I can genuinely work in a crunch like that is awesome, because it just means the world to me to know that I'm more than just thinking that I'm a hard worker. I know that I'm a hard worker now. And I also know that I can be punctual. I've never really had issues with that. It's more so I can wake up early in the morning. I never thought I could, but I can. So it's just kind of stuff like that I found out about myself. And it was just kind of nice to know that I have those things now. So I think the biggest thing that I was surprised to learn about at Williamsburg, outside of the 280 system, is that is as much of a small community as it is. It's a really tight-knit community, and it's just kind of the financial backing that they have from the community. We just recently passed a couple things for field turf and a new track. On top of that, like, I see how much the Booster Club gets in donations from viewing the financial side of that, because we help the Booster Club manage their finances while managing our own and just seeing who pays what and stuff like that. And it's just kind of seeing, like, how much the community is truly behind them. And it just shows me that, like, that can be anywhere. Any high school can mean that much to a community where everyone's behind the kids, and it's awesome. And it just makes me want to take that mindset and go elsewhere with it, because that's how you build great young men and women. And I can't wait to do that someday, because it's honestly the coolest thing I've ever seen, especially coming from a place like Keokuk. And it makes me want to go back home and change that. So I would I want to intern with them again? Yeah, I absolutely love it over there. It's amazing. They really have a good setup. They're really nice and treat me with respect, and kind of know that I have a busy schedule too. So we work pretty well on managing my schedule along with theirs and what I can do to help out and stuff like that. So we work awesome together. And there's never been a doubt in my mind that I don't want to go to Williamsburg. In fact, I get more upset days that I don't get to go over there and have to do homework, because I don't get to go over there and just hang out with them and help them out with whatever they need. So, I mean, it's been a blast. I really recommend anyone to go to Williamsburg. Kurt Ritchie and Jeff Lancey all have a good system set up over there, and you're going to love it. So I would like to really thank, like, Kurt Ritchie, first and foremost, for giving me the opportunity to come over there and just kind of show him that I can do this, that all this money that I've put into my college tuition and stuff is actually paying off, and I know what I'm doing. And just first and foremost, thank you, Kurt. You, honestly, it's almost been like a mentorship and not an internship, because I've learned so much from you on how to handle things in just a calm, cool, and collected way, and just to really get things done. It's amazing, and I can't thank you enough for the opportunity that was given to me. And then I would like to thank Jeff Lansfield second, because me and Jeff share a lot of good laughs over there. And Jeff has also showed me the best ways that he knows, and Jeff, and just like Kurt, has shown me the best ways that he knows on how to really focus down and organize everything. Jeff does a great job of laying everything out for me and showing me we need to do this so we can see this, so we can see this, and it's awesome. It really helps me organize everything, all the way from future endeavors to my homework. And I really can't speak enough about those two men. They're awesome. I love those guys. I would do anything for them. And I hope someday they need an assistant that's paid, because I will go back in a heartbeat. Another person I would like to thank is Mike Winker at the University of Iowa. Mike has helped me along all this semester with a lot of other things too, including my internship. And Mike has just been a really good voice to have kind of behind me. And it's really awesome getting to know Mike. And I'm really happy that we've built the relationship that we have together. And then lastly, I'd like to thank Anna Jensen, because Anna is easily the coolest like coolest counselor I've ever seen. And she helped me out a lot from choosing where to go and knowing this wedding to do and keeping me prepared and on top of everything this semester. And just kind of sending out her notes each week, which I know aren't directly to me or anyone, but they just help. And I mean, Anna's honestly the coolest about all this. And so, any last thoughts that I have, all in all, I love the internship that I've done this semester. I love the fact that Iowa, as a part of the SRM program, you have to go out and get an internship. Because it's one thing to have a degree in something that you don't know if you like or not. And it's another thing to have to work in that field as a part of your degree so you know if you need to go a different route or not. And that's the beautiful thing about SRM, is you get to work in it and you get to find out whether or not you truly love this work. And that's the only way you're ever going to be successful, is if you love your work. Because if you don't love your work, you're not going to put your best effort in. When it comes to sports, if you don't love the sport, you're not putting in your best effort. And that's the best way that I can lay it out, is just coming from the SRM program. I'm so happy I have to do things like a field experience because it teaches me more than a classroom ever can, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you, U of I.